With the NBA season finally ending, it's time to look forward to the next season. And ladies and gentlemen, people are forgetting about this dynamic duo next year. We've got Kevin Durant and, of course, Kyrie Irving. I think this team's going to be very scary next year. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the builds. We're going to be having Chimoma as Kyrie. You guys know last year we had a ton of videos like this. I'm just going to go show you his build real quickly. It's pretty much the stereotypical play shot build. He is 6'4", and he does have sharp takeover because you guys know for the longest time playmaking takeover didn't work. But these are the badges that he has. He'll still be getting ankles, and of course you guys know by now Chimoma is a great dribbler. So we're going to be having, you know, my Kevin Durant build, my stretch 4 that I think you guys really do enjoy. That's able to dribble and do all that kind of stuff. If you guys have missed this build, definitely go check it out. I'm gonna go show you the badges real quickly. This build is actually crazy. I know we only have one finishing. Some people will say that's not Kevin Durant, but just take a look at all these badges. This is what we will be using on the twos. Playmaking wise, we got quick first step and unpluckable, and then of course defensively we're looking real solid as well. We're going to talk about Kevin Durant, Kyrie, the Nets, the NBA, all that good stuff. So if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. But let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, this is actually going to be really interesting. Before we start the video, comment down below who you guys think is the best duo in the NBA going into next season. Obviously, last season, you could really argue. I think we could all agree on now it was pretty much AD and LeBron after they won the championship, of course. But going into next season, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, they have a lot to prove. Now, if you guys remember Kyrie Irving when he was with the Celtics, and even with the Cavaliers, they were saying he was kind of a toxic teammate. They don't think Kyrie could do it by himself, sort of deal like after he left LeBron. And then, of course, in the Celtics, they didn't really prove too much. But now that he has Kevin Durant, he's got a lot to prove. And obviously, Kevin Durant himself, he's coming with some baggage coming from the Warriors, coming from those 2 rings that people say don't count, even though he was the finals MVP of both the championships. But you know, they've got a lot of, they got a lot to come back from. Obviously, Kevin Durant with the injury as well. So this is going to be a really interesting season. The Nets roster is kind of stacked, to be honest with you. I don't know exactly if they're going to be trading any pieces, if they're going to be trying to sign anybody. It's just going to be really interesting to see what the Nets do. The biggest thing, in my opinion, is after hearing a lot of these interviews, I've watched a lot of them today, and a lot of people are saying that, you know, Kevin Durant, he's looking pretty good. You know, like a lot of people got to remember Kevin Durant, obviously he was injured, but I heard Stephen A actually say this one thing, and it kind of brought like a, you know, a little light bulb to my head I didn't really think about. Everybody's like, oh no, Kevin Durant's not going to come back from this injury. He's not going to be 100%. Obviously, he might not be 100%, but you know, Kevin Durant, when he was giving buckets to the Raptors and then he got injured like after 19 straight points, he wasn't 100% then either. He was definitely about 70, 60% then, and he was still giving them buckets. So imagine the Kevin Durant fully, no injuries coming into it. So obviously he's going to be a little bit, it's not going to be 100% like we saw Kevin Durant in his prime. Obviously he's getting older, but we're still going to see a non-hurt Kevin Durant. Obviously he's going to have to re-get his game back, but he's not going to be injured anymore. And if we get like an 80% KD, this is going to be kind of scary. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But today we're here on the twos. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the twos. You guys got to let me know what you guys think as well. But the twos this year, man, it's tough. It's tough. You'll just play people that like to do the speed boost. Now, obviously I do the speed boost as well sometimes, but you just get like matches you'll see in these few gameplays. Make sure you guys go check out Chimoma. The link to his channel will be in the description. But you'll see a few of these gameplays. Pretty much the only thing that people do this year is just the Curry slide to the speed boost, or just pretty much that's about it. Or just run baseline with an interior force. Like I said, you'll see that in a couple gameplays. But that's pretty much all that people do, man. I can't wait for 2K21 next gen. I know you guys are pretty much in the same boat. Right now, it's getting it's tough. It's tough. I can't lie to you. I know you guys have seen a lot of these builds. This build right now, this stretch big that I'm playing on, is probably the most fun build that I currently use. But if there's any other builds, I know a lot of people want to see the Kobe Bryant build back, and I will be bringing that back soon. It's just kind of weird at this point that they're not really adding any content. So it's like, I kind of want to have a video topic for you guys with the build. I just don't want to bring out random gameplay, So obviously the live commentators are going to be coming back as well. And we're going to be bringing back some builds. So if you guys have any that you want to see, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section. I might have a couple builds that are newer that you guys haven't seen on my channel that some people might let me use. So, we'll try to keep it as fresh as we can going into 2K21 next gen. But this is the gameplay I'm talking about right here. Obviously, Chimoma cooking up a little bit. He's not really doing the speed boost. I think there's a couple times he might have done it, but for the most part, we're not doing it either. You see, he just gets right to the rim, ISOing right here. No speed boost attached, and he's just dominating out here. 9-0. We give the ball one time, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the slasher pain. Now we get a block right there, and we don't get the rip, but you know, he does the back scratcher, doesn't get blocked again. I have actually a really high block rating this year, so it's kind of interesting. But this guard was just pretty much giving it to this guy just to rim run. I guess that's not good defense as I get the defensive breakdown, but this guard was literally scared to do anything, so he just gave it to the center. Now we get the steal. This is what I said. Now usually it's like, man, I want to bring out these videos for you, and you'll see, like I said, in the next couple gameplays, either people will leave us wide open, or they're just like not like they play no defense, or they're just gonna stand right on top of you so where you can't do anything. So it's kind of weird. I don't know exactly what people's like idea is on the twos this year. And the thing with the twos too is that they're so far away from the rest of the court. So when most people spawn in and way over there on the other side of the park, they're not looking at the twos to come over here unless you have like an adder, you're streaming or something. You're not gonna get too many games. So we're gonna wrap that up with another 3-ball. You know, just dominate, man. My stretches really can do it all this year. It's actually a super fun build, and you guys should definitely check that out. If you're looking to have a little bit of fun before, you know, 2K21 action comes out, I would definitely recommend making a stretch big build. But we're into the next gameplay right here. You know, just pretty much the same thing. You know, it's so easy on 2 builds. The one build that can ISO and another one that just pretty much makes every single 3, or even can sometimes dribble and ISO itself. But if you leave it open at all, it's pretty much greening every single shot. You see Chimoma going right here, hit him with the signature spin back green, knocking it down. But I'm actually so excited for the NBA to start back too. The biggest thing about the NBA this year, obviously, is a little bit different, ending super close to like October. The free agents are going to be, you know, kind of not too many free agents this year. I don't know exactly how many free agents there really are. I know a lot of them are kind of like they'll opt out and they're going to re-sign, kind of like the Anthony Davis deal. But there's also some restricted free agents like Brandon Ingram, and not as many big names. But I do think I read somewhere that the most things that are going to be happening this offseason are going to be included in trades. And one of the biggest pieces that I've seen, I definitely want to bring this up with the Lakers winning a championship, there's definitely some flaws in that Lakers lineup, but they played some better teams. Now, I'm not saying that they had, actually I kind of am saying it, but the Lakers kind of had an easier road to the finals this year, obviously after coming off of 5 months. Some teams were still injured. Even the teams that came back weren't 100%, you know. And the Rockets teams, the Nuggets team was actually really good. I think they actually had a chance against the Lakers, and that was actually a pretty impressive series win. But everyone else, man, they were at a huge disadvantage. But that Lakers lineup, like I said, definitely has some flaws that they want to try to pick up. And another thing with that Lakers team, there's guys like JaVale McGee, you know, Dwight Howard, Caldwell Pope, those kind of guys that are played so well for that team that other teams definitely want to try to sign those guys. So I could definitely see maybe Dwight Howard going to like a Warriors team, or KCP. I think they talked about him going to the Hawks. So it's going to be interesting. I think we're not going to see too many free agent things. I think we'll see a lot of trades, maybe some low-key kind of free agent stuff. But that's it for the most part. Let me know down below in the comment section, man. I want honest opinions. I don't just want trolls and stuff like that. Who do you honestly think, very early, obviously, because the season hasn't started, but who do you think has the best chance at winning a championship next year? You know, I don't know. I want to say the Clippers do. I think the Clippers, I don't know why. I just feel that the Clippers are going to make a huge something. I don't know if PG will stay a Clipper or anything, but I feel like the Clippers are going to make some big moves. Like, I know they said they wanted a point guard. I don't know really who they could go out and get. I think Giannis obviously is going to be staying. So I heard a lot of people wanted to get Giannis another star. I don't know, man. It's just going to be a lot of interesting stuff. I definitely do expect a lot of different NBA content coming out soon with these builds and stuff like that coming into next gen, and a bunch of, free agents and trade stuff going on. You definitely know I'll be right on top of that. We'll get some trios and stuff out there too. Let me know in the comments. I know I've been asking a lot about the comment section, but let me know if you guys want to see any other duos or trios, especially going up to next gen. Right now it's kind of stale. I feel like I'm just giving you guys gameplay. I definitely want to do some more like challenges and stuff like that, but you guys got to let me know. But look at this Kevin Durant build, man. Stretch big. I actually get big man contact dunks on this build. I don't think I will be able to get any, but This build really does do it all. Now, these guys are the same ones, obviously, that pull back up. You guys have been seeing the gameplay, man. That's why I don't play too many 2s, especially for videos. It's like you make one troll thing, you mess up, and then these guys will just have like interior forces rim running or running baseline, doing reverses, or just doing spam stuff. I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. But you can see right here, we get the ball back. I'm pretty much just being able to dunk and green anything. We got 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Chimoma hits him with a nice spin move, and he's able to green. Now, if you guys saw earlier, he actually hit like a 52% contested shot, and he actually uses gold steady shooter, which I don't really know why, to be honest with you, because you'll see he gets a lot of whites. We played a few games. Obviously, we played like 6 or 7, and these are just 4 of them, but he does get a lot of whites with steady shooter. And if you guys saw my last video, I used Hall of Fame steady shooter. Definitely not a badge I would recommend this year. I don't even think you can really green 100% like that. Last year it was super easy. This year they kind of took it out. I don't know why exactly, but we end up turning the ball over. This guy gets slash and takeover from doing the exact same thing. I thought I would spare you guys so you wouldn't have to see it a million times, but then he just sits in the paint. I told Chimoma to go all the way right. He drives in, kicks it out. I get a weird catch, but we shoot over those. 22% contested. It doesn't matter. We green it. But we're going to be wrapping this up, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a like. If you guys have been enjoying these builds, make sure to let me know. If you want to see anything else, you guys got to let me know down below in the comment section. I read everything and like the comments as well. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. But until next time, it's been your boy Dignified, and I'm out. Peace.